helping people to make complex decisions in a way that's synergistic and that achieves multiple co-benefits. The Community Capital Compass is a new way of thinking about these interconnections between all of these issues that good-hearted, well-intentioned people are concerned about, but again, addressing in silos. So the compass is a way of thinking about multiple issues related to sustainability together, particularly the environmental, economic, and social dimensions of sustainability. So the compass is a way, the compass has 8 ordinals, just like a compass that you would use for navigation or orienteering. And within the environmental sustainability part of the compass, you have natural capital and built capital, and capital refers to assets. Within economic sustainability, you have organizational capital, political capital, and financial capital. And within social sustainability, you have cultural capital, human capital, and relational capital. And using these 8 forms of capital together, we have developed this community capital framework as a way to navigate community change and to be able to tell whether we are actually moving the needle on issues of ecology, equity, and justice. The compass is a framework and a tool. It's a framework in that it gives people a way to talk about things using a common language and to develop a shared agenda. And it's a tool in that it can be operationalized. And the way we're doing this work now is through decision support dashboards and digital twins. So some very sexy, high technology, although low cost in the way that I approach it, ways of visualizing important data and helping people to make complex decisions in a way that's synergistic and that achieves multiple co-benefits. Yes. Well, in my book, Towards Sustainable Communities, Solutions for Citizens and Their Governments, in this new edition, we use a composite case study based on years and years of experience of the 3 authors in different communities. And we use the name of the community of Centerville, which is kind of an acme of town or community names. Centervilles, at least in North America, are classically a town or a city that's halfway between the economic capital and the political capital of a state or a province. And the example that we use of using the community capital compass in Centerville begins with some academics who start using the book and other books, but particularly our book, and using this language of community capital in their courses. And as they do that, people start becoming familiar with this terminology. The local bookstore then starts offering the book and having displays, and people see it there. And then the library develops a book club, and people start reading and talking about community capital. And then a nonprofit community organization or coalition of various businesses and residents and civic organizations is formed called Sustainable Centerville. And they start talking and talking to each other, and they make connections that they haven't made before. They go to the city council and say, we think we're onto something that's really significant here, but we need some support. And the city council agrees and allocates some staff time to be someone to be seconded or allocated to be a secretariat for this coalition. And then Sustainable Centerville starts working with the local council on some projects that are pertinent to things that are on the council agenda, but also particularly to come up with a long-term community vision and plan. Most communities have to do this anyway, but this way they are being sure to have wide representation and to make sure that sustainability permeates that plan. And we actually have examples of communities doing this. And when I gave a talk recently, and I went to illustrate my notion of this hypothetical composite Centerville, I actually found lots of examples of different communities called Centerville in the US and Canada. And there's actually a sustainable Centerville organization with a logo, and you can see them going to city council, and there's photographs of that, and there's examples of how they have influenced the comprehensive plan or the general plan or the official community plan for the future of Centerville.